98! 99! 100!
Woo! What's going on here?
We're getting swole so we can be on state champs.
It's on right now.
Let's go!
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. Hungry Howie's. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Go to doughraiser.com for details. And Clintondale Virtual School. Your flexible education starts here. Welcome inside the State Champs Sports Network studio on the campus of Lawrence Technological University, located in the center of it all, Southfield, Michigan. You ready for the second ever hour-long edition of the original high school sports show? This is State Champs. We're presented by Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything. I'm your host, Lauren Plant. Stephanie Funkhauser's off this week, but the wonderful Kiera Lancaster will be here soon, and Lauren Jabara is out at this week's main event, a volleyball showdown that took place on Thursday between two of Class A's best. 8th-ranked Birmingham Seaholm taking on 3rd-ranked Lake Orion. In the second half hour of the program, our weekly Hungry Howie's Mr. Football conversation, and we get a look at some of the best teams in field hockey. We're also going to jump in the time machine for a look back at this week in State Champs history. Now, this half hour, you remember our 2009 Michigan Mr. Football, Jason Fracassa? We'll see what he's up to. Golf regional highlights are locked and loaded too. But we always kick off the show under those Friday night lights. Part 1 of the Football Fury starts now.
Hey State Champs Nation, Ryan Terpstra here, and we kick off with Zeeland West, undefeated and looking to grab control of the OK Green against Byron Center. It didn't take long for West to find the end zone. Running that wing T, Darius Parisi gets the handoff, breaks free, and it's off to the races. Parisi is going to win this one, and the Ducks were up 7-0. Second quarter now, West knocking on the door. Pitch to Parisi, he takes a defender for a ride into the end zone, and the senior rushed for 156 yards and 2 scores as the Ducks led 26-0 at halftime. Third quarter, here comes Byron Center. Josh Salzgaber with the carry, busts through the line into the end zone, and that gets the Bulldogs on the board. Zeeland West on the ensuing drive, OMG, it's a pass! Casey Brinks hits a wide-open Jake Slager for the 48-yard score, and the junior tight end restores the lead. But BC kept clawing. On 4th and goal, Zach Salzgaber finds Isaac Ambrose open for the touchdown. Bulldogs not going away. The Ducks would put together a back-breaking drive, capped by Tyler Thompson plunging in from 4 yards away. Zeeland West sits alone atop the OK Green after a 42-13 victory over Byron Center. Now, let's hear from Ryan Slocum about what's happening in the Flint area.
Thanks, Ryan. First place in the Saginaw Valley Red on the line with 6-0 Lapeer at 6-0 Midland. First quarter, Chemics down 7-0 until Peyton DeWilt hits Martin Money over the middle. Straight cash, homie. 37 yards. We're tied at 7. But the Lightning would take charge from there. Running back Mike Marston taking the direct snap, and he's taking off. 17 yards to give the Lightning a 3-touchdown lead. Next possession, Lapeer going with a traditional offense, and Midland can't slow that down either. Marston goes 76 yards. He had 5 TDs to go along with 320 yards on the night. Lapeer wins 49-21 to take control of the SVL Red at 7-0. It was Lutheran on Lutheran crime on a beautiful night in Saginaw. Valley Lutheran at Michigan Lutheran Seminary. The Cardinals waste no time. First possession, Cade Kestner with a perfect ball for Andrew Schroeder. It's a 20-yard touch and a 7-0 lead. Kestner doing it through the air. Now on the ground, this super sophomore had 3 passing TDs and 3 more rushing. Seminary wins 61-20 to improve to 6-1 and get back in the playoffs. Finally, a thriller in the KLAA between Heartland and Grand Blanc. Tied at 17 in the final 2 minutes. Zach Leadham scrambles and airs out for Blake Bogan, who brings it in, puts on the brakes, and walks in to give the Bobcats the lead with just over a minute to play. But then with 42 ticks on the clock, Noah Marshall finds Jack Slavin, and he's gone 57 yards to the crib, so they go to overtime tied at 24. Grand Blanc got the ball first and kicked a field goal. Then on the Eagles' first play, it's Marshall rolling out and hitting R.J. Bortle for the touch and the win. Heartland takes it 30-27. I'm Ryan Slocum. More highlights to come on this hour-long edition of State Champs.
Hi, State Champs fans. I'm Kiera Lancaster. How would you like to see us on the sidelines of your favorite games? Well, send us an email at idea@statechampsnetwork.com, and who knows, we may just show up there. Coming up next, Lauren Jabara goes in focus with one of our past Mr. Football winners. Stay tuned.
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
You've seen our pink pizza boxes. They've raised millions of dollars for breast cancer research and inspired thousands of people, just like Wendy, to share their stories.
These 12-year-old girls opened my heart wide open and filled me with love. And all of the girls rallied around me and they were hugging me, and I literally just broke down sobbing.
This October, for every pizza sold and every story shared, we will donate to the National Breast Cancer Foundation. Together, we can beat breast cancer.
Welcome back to State Champs. I'm Lauren Jabara. This week we go in focus with one of our past Mr. Football winners and how his high school football career still impacts his life today. Former Sterling Heights Stevenson quarterback Jason Fracassa graduated the all-time passing king in the state of Michigan. Looking back, he credits now retired legendary head coach Rick Bye for helping him become not just a great football player, but the man he is today.
Coach Bye was a father figure to not just me, but everybody else on the field. If you were a starter, if you're a backup, he really taught us a lot of life lessons and life goals, and really had a big impact on my life from here on out. And I will remain in contact with him forever because he's such an amazing guy.
In 2009, Jason set the single-season passing yardage mark with 4,443 passing yards. He finished his career with 10,615 yards passing, which is near 3,000 more yards than the guy who's second on the list. Jason was an obvious choice as Mr. Football 2009.
Mr. Football contest was an awesome experience. I shared it with everybody on the team, so it was more like a team goal kind of thing.
He shares another distinction with one of Michigan's legendary high school football coaches. Jason's grandfather is Al Fracassa. Needless to say, football has always been a big part of his life.
Ever since I was, 3 years old going to Brother Rice games, he was always called the legend, and then finally up until, I graduated high school, he was in the stands. He didn't really like to be seen by anybody, so he'd kind of be up with my grandma in the corner and nobody knew he was there. But growing up with him as my grandfather and him being the legend of Michigan was really an awesome experience.
Jason began his collegiate career at Northwood University on both a football and baseball scholarship. Following a transfer to Walsh University in Ohio, Jason is in the midst of his second and final season at quarterback for the Division II Cavaliers. And he's got a few words of wisdom and encouragement for those about to embark on the journey we call life.
There's definitely nobody that can pave your path. You're the only person that has any ability on your future, and you can do anything you want, no matter how slow, how short, or how any other reasons that you don't think you can play.
Good luck, Jason. For State Champs, I'm Lauren Jabara.
Hi, we are the Utica Eisenhower swim team. And now it's time for the Ultimate Sports Blitz.
All your intensity, 80 minutes. Let's do this.
We start the Blitz in boys soccer, Huron League Showdown. Riverview on the road to take on the Falcons from Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central. Riverview nearing their 4th straight Huron League crown. 10 minutes into the contest, this is how you do it. Tanner Wallace gets the ball to the Pirates' leading scorer, Ethan Hunt, the senior doing what he does best, 1-0 the View. Hunt wasn't done. Here, he gets another. Pirates up 2 as we headed into halftime. Monroe SMCC came in the 4th-ranked team in Division III. Second half now, and this is how you get it done, son. A beautiful corner ball, and the junior Mitchell Stifler, the header into the back of the net. Falcons with momentum now. This is just minutes later. Back on the attack. Daniel Cook gets a hold of one, but check out Justin Chambers. The keeper keeps it a 1-goal game in favor of Riverview. So the Pirates needed some insurance because that was close. Wallace is going to set up Hunt again. Nice lead by the goalie. Hat trick. Mr. Mission Impossible, Ethan Hunt, collecting his 31st goal of the season. Riverview takes it by a final score of 3-1. Staying with soccer, new rankings came out on Thursday, and we had the Red Devils from Grosse Ile, ranked 5th in Division III, visiting Division I's 13th-ranked Troy Athens. This one played under the lights, visiting Devils in red, naturally, and some opportunities early. Jacob Drisiga, the bender, but Athens junior keeper Mason Mazias turns it aside. Athens put some pressure on in the first half as well. They were buzzing around the net. Long shot, but Grosse Ile's Jack Lem hits the carpet. We had zeros at intermission. Just under 20 minutes left to play now. Athens finally cashes in via the corner kick. The junior Patel shall make a perfect ball in the box. The sophomore Sammy the header. Redhawks up 1-0. 9 minutes later, the senior Noah Arabo takes the pass from Youssef Zatuna, dialing up from long distance. His teammates loving it. The home Hawks walk away with the 2-0 victory over Grosse Ile. How about some cross country from Stony Metro Park, the second MAC Red Jamboree? 8 schools from the Red Division competing in this one. The girls will get us going. Grosse Pointe South placed 5 runners in the top 14 to help the Blue Devils take the first Jamboree in mid-September. Early in the race, a 3-way battle for the top spot individually with Kayla Dobies of Macomb, Dakota, Emma Wilson of Romeo, and Corinna Duffy of Macomb, L'Anse Creuse North. The sophomore Duffy got the win at the first jam. She's considered one of the favorites to win states next month. Duffy doing it again here for LC North. Second straight Jamboree victory. The team of Grosse Pointe South also made it 2 for 2 with 6 in the top 15. The Lady Blue Devils get it done. We go to the guys. The defending MAC Red champs Macomb, Dakota were victorious in the first Jamboree. We were bunched up at the 1-mile mark. No clear leader. Romeo's Adam Freeman experienced a sweet repeat in this race too, won the first Jamboree, 13-second win in the second for the senior. Dakota wound up with 4 in the top 10 to take team honors as well. To the pool now for some girls swimming. Utica Eisenhower at home to take on the Lady Blue Devils from Grosse Pointe South. Eisenhower fresh off winning their second straight Macomb County Championship. We start with the 200 IM, and this is senior Katie Savisco pulling away. She also captured the breaststroke. Grosse Pointe South, Wayne County champs this year, came in ranked 8th in Division II. The freshman Clarice Fisher getting to the wall first for the 1-second win for the Lady Blue Devils. Ike would answer in the 100 free. To the left of your screen, the sophomore Abigail Desmond gets the W. She also took home top honors in the 50 freestyle. But this meet got tighter as the night went on. Grosse Pointe South senior Claire Young takes a 3-second triumph in the backstroke. Heading into the 400 relay, Eisenhower led by only a point, but they dominated here. The senior Ashlyn Mahalski anchoring the last leg to victory. Go ahead and celebrate. Utica Eisenhower beats Grosse Pointe South for the first time in school history.
Hey guys, make sure you check out our scoreboard at statechampsnetwork.com, and you can find statewide scores from all your favorite sports, from football to soccer and everything in between. We cover more games than anyone else, and our hour-long show means double the highlights and double the fun. Don't go anywhere.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's, Dough Raiser. Your nonprofit organization can sell paper pizza certificates that your customers can redeem for one medium pizza at participating Hungry Howie's locations. Go to doughraiser.com to learn about, sign up for, and order everything Dough Raiser. Request a Dough Raiser kit for your group today. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
SNEF Camp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day. During the Chrysler Anniversary Celebration, lease a 200S for $139 a month for 24 months, or a 300 Limited for just $199. Celebrating 25 years of giving customers a superior buying experience. That's SNEF Camp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SNEF Camp, Metro Detroit's original. SNEF Camp, SNEF Camp.
Can't wait until Sunday to get your high school football fix? Relax. 10 to 11 p.m. every Friday night, tune into the State Champs High School Football Radio Show on Detroit Sports 105.1. Tom Markowski, Scott Bernstein, and me, Lauren Plant, bring you the latest scores and breaking news. We'll take your calls, tweets, and emails. You can listen online or download the app. Great interviews, top-notch analysis, and all the latest scores. It's the State Champs High School Football Radio Show every Friday night from 10 to 11 p.m. on Detroit Sports 105.1.
Farr Therapeutic Arts and Recreation has designed therapeutic programs that allow family members to participate. These inclusive programs give families greater understanding and individuals with special needs stronger emotional support.
Farr is a good place because it helps my little brother. I like to do drums and stuff. I like to do bam, bam, boom, slam.
For 60 years, Farr has provided creative arts therapy for individuals with special needs. Farr can help. Visit far-therapy.org.
Hey, we're Forest Hills Central. The Ultimate Sports Blitz is coming up next.
Regionals were played this week in golf and tennis. We start in Division 3, the Golf Regional at Egypt Valley in Ada. How about we lead with the best shot of the day? Grand Rapids Catholic Central junior Gabrielle Weirda from 30 feet away, and Drano. She carded an 85 to qualify for states as an individual. Leading the way for individual qualifiers was Big Rapids High School's Alex Dawkins. She buries the putt on number 3 and finished with an 83 on the day. Now to the team battles. Ada Forest Hills Eastern came in looking strong. Senior Morgan Michaels with the putt on number 10 for par, and she gets it, and the Hawks are headed to states. The heavy favorite in this region was the defending state champions, Spring Lake. Anna Kramer once again was a force for the Lakers as she scored an 83. And her teammate Emma Conroy, here on number 13, gets the putt to drop as Spring Lake wins the regional by 43 strokes on their way to the state finals. Now to tennis and the Division II regional that saw number 2 ranked Forest Hills Central and number 7 ranked Forest Hills Northern face off in every final except one. So with both schools heading to states, it was a matter of who would win the regional crowns. Number 1 doubles, Central in green and white, gets the winner from Reed Alec. He and partner Hamza Azid take the number 1 dubs title. Now second doubles, Aiden Reinbrandt and Justin James of Forest Hills Central in a tough battle versus Northern. The Ranger duo would outlast them as Central won all 4 doubles crowns. to number 2 singles, FHC's Cooper James, going deep into a tiebreaker with Northern's Alec Barradin. James, with the sharp forehand, gets the game, and he would hang on for the win. Finally, number 1 singles, and this went the distance between Northern's Jacob Denon and Central's Connor Grenshaw. Denon charges the net, nice backhand, and we head to a third set. In the regional championship set, Grenshaw with the big forehand comes up and gets the smash, and Forest Hills Central sweeps regionals, winning all 8 titles as they head to states.
Time for this week's look inside Lawrence Tech.
I love LTU because it's a little close-knit community and everyone kind of knows each other.
I love LTU because of the small class sizes, the personal relationship I have with my professor, and awesome athletics. Yeah!
I love LTU because it's so easy to get involved here. There's so many different organizations for everybody.
A lot of schools, you just have professors and it's just a professor. Whereas Dr. Scott, I've talked to him multiple times outside of class. Great conversation.
I love LTU because I love working in the Office of Admissions. We get to meet all the brand new exciting students. We get to work with faculty and staff. It's a true blue devil family.
I love LTU because you're never just a number and everybody is important and everybody remembers you and it's awesome.
The students, why am I here? I'm here for the students. I want to be able to help the students and I'm enjoying learning from the students. So if they're coming out for events like this, I'm here. And I get to be crazy.
And at my age, as you know, I need energy. It's like that shot of adrenaline you get every day. Here, I can even prove it. I have an energy stick which tests my energy level. See? Being here at Lawrence Tech does that. It's fabulous.
To learn more about all of LTU's outstanding programs, head to ltu.edu and schedule a visit today.
All right, guys, thanks for staying tuned in to the best high school sports show around, State Champs. We have a ton of highlights still to bring throughout this hour-long show, and coming up next is our Football Fury, so stay with us.
Can't wait until Sunday to get your high school football fix? Relax. 10 to 11 p.m. every Friday night, tune into the State Champs High School Football Radio Show on Detroit Sports 105.1. Tom Markowski, Scott Bernstein, and me, Lauren Plant, bring you the latest scores and breaking news. We'll take your calls, tweets, and emails. You can listen online or download the app. Great interviews, top-notch analysis, and all the latest scores. It's the State Champs High School Football Radio Show every Friday night from 10 to 11 p.m. on Detroit Sports 105.1.
At Lawrence Technological University, you'll go way beyond the books. Professors with real-world experience deliver hands-on instruction in small classes, helping students land co-ops, internships, and research projects. By graduation, 80% of LTU students have jobs or plans to pursue master's degrees. And most Lawrence Tech grads earn more than their peers. So if you're ready to embrace your possibilities, we want you at LTU.
Clintondale Virtual School offers students accredited Michigan high school courses in just 8 weeks or less year-round. Students can retake failed classes to improve grades or just get ahead by taking courses in advance.
I retook my English course and it improved my GPA.
I was able to take a class that my school didn't offer. It lets me work at my own pace and I don't have to stress about asking questions all the time because those things make me nervous.
Get a second chance to get ahead. Go to ClintondaleVirtualSchool.com to enroll today.
Welcome back to State Champs, only the second ever hour-long edition of the original high school sports show. You liking it? Still an entire 30 minutes to go. But let's get back to the football field to find out what went down in the Lansing area this week. But first, Portage Northern beat Portage Central in the playoffs a year ago out on the west side, but Central's 6-0 this year. Northern with 3 losses, but only by a combined 10 points. The rivalry renewed.
These two schools get together annually, and like this season, it's usually one of the best games in the Kalamazoo area. First quarter, Portage Central with the ball. Handoff to Brandon Sturgeon. He scores from 15 yards away, and that gives the Mustangs an early 7-0 lead. Northern answers right back. Joe Brown totes the rock, fights his way across the goal line, and the Huskies tie this ball game up at 7 apiece. On the ensuing kickoff, Justin McIntyre receiving it, looking for a crease, finds it, and the junior is gone. Portage Central jumps right back ahead, and they led 21-7 at the break. Third quarter, Central quarterback Austin Duffin, the pistol, he keeps it over the left side, and he scores. Mustangs are now rolling along. Later in the same quarter, it's Sturgeon again. The senior breaks a tackle, and it's a 55-yard foot race. Sturgeon will score. Portage Central takes down their rivals Portage Northern by a final of 42-7. Now, let's head to Lansing and Kevin Gale.
Thanks, Ryan. Langsburg trying to orchestrate an upset over Pewamo Westphalia, Wolfpack trailing the undefeated Pirates by just one game in the CMAC. But PW squashes any hope. Nick Jandernoa lays the lumber on a screen pass. PW up 36-7 at half. Third quarter, Pirates keep adding to the lead. Jared Smith, 256 yards and 5 TDs. What a balanced PW team, offense and defense. Nathan Jandernoa, Nick's brother, follows the bouncing ball. Good hands by the big man. Pirates take over, and look at this. Throw and catch like NFL Films quality. The real credit goes to Logan Hengsbaugh. Sensational TD catch on a Jimmy Lehman throw. Pirates cruise again, 50-7. Now to homecoming at Bath, hosting Dansville, another victim of the PW machine earlier this year. Aggies trying to keep pace with the first-place Pirates. Goal line stand there as Justin Young gets picky. Then Dansville scoring early and often. Ethan Korb follows his blockers, and 55 yards later, he's in the house. One of 2 touchdowns on the night, more than 1,000 yards this season. Aggies remain 1 game behind PW in the CMAC after this 47-13 victory. Let's go to the CAAC Red. Mason on the road at Owasso. Andy Ferguson tallies another TD. He scored 5 in a comeback win against Waverly 1 week ago. Bulldogs strike again. Jared Van Havel goes long to Nick Vondra. 213 pass yards and 3 TDs for the senior QB. Mason gets a road shutout, 36-0. CAAC Blue now undefeated. Grand Ledge tied with rival Holt atop the division. Comets handle their business against Lansing Everett. Jordan Goebel pounces on a fumble. Then moments later, Caden Everett plows it in. Grand Ledge up 28. Comets keep firing. Nolan Bird, the coach's kid, goes play action and finds a wide open Nate LaLumia. Tough night for Everett. Another turnover. Interception for Brendan Baker. Grand Ledge improves to 7-0 with this 42-14 win over the Vikings. I'm Kevin Gale. Stick around for more football coming up later in the show.
Okay, State Champs fans, make sure you check us out on social media at StateChampsNet on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. We got you covered with the most recent scores and stories. State Champs is back for another action-packed, highlight-filled half hour after the break.